Yeah, last year was a trip, just getting to know the WIAC, getting to know the athletes on the team, kind of what we inherited, trying to get some culture established, kind of changing the program, obviously. So it was a challenge. It was frustrating at times, but it was good getting to know the athletes, the program, the conference, and kind of getting things moving in the right direction. So, obviously we're recruiting hard. We brought in a little more talent this year, so we still have a ways to go to get where we want to be. But definitely looking forward to some of that new talent coming out there and performing. The student athletes have been working hard, many of them all summer in the weight room throughout the fall, been working hard. So it'll be fun to have a competition just to see where they're at. But I think a lot of them are going to surprise themselves and set lifetime best performances the first meet out of the gates, even though their legs are heavy and tired and been working hard. I think the biggest challenge competing this early is particularly with D3 rules. We have to start training so late in the fall that it really limits the amount of teaching that we can do, the fundamentals, preparing just the basic rudimentary skills of the events. So it's difficult within a short amount of time for the athletes to kind of grasp those and even begin to master them. And then, so trying to compete this early is a challenge, but honestly, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference because they'll go home for 3 weeks over winter break and I can't teach them then either. So even if we come back, in January, it's still kind of that situation where it's just difficult to have all those fundamentals, solidified and stabilized, ready for competition. So this still gives us a good opportunity though to do some problem solving, see what they're executing well, what falls apart when they get a little stress, a little pressure on them. So that allows me to design training a little bit better moving forward to address those problems and fix them and clean them up. Yeah, I think, there's some talented incoming freshmen. We brought in a number, there's about 42 that we had initially brought in. Some of those didn't stick around. We try to explain to them in the recruiting process the level of commitment and how difficult it is, but some once they realize it and start living it, they realize that it's maybe not for them. But nonetheless, we're able to bring in and stick around with some talented freshman guys. Our sprints should be a lot better this year, which will be fun for the relays. Annika on the women's side with the pole vault and as a sprinter should do some big things. I think she's ready to open up. I mean, maybe PR in the pole vault at her first meet, but be right there pushing for it. She's been looking really good. So, just excited about some of that young talent coming in and joining the returners, just to, continue moving the program forward the right direction.